Alright, hello. This is Coldaardvark, and this is another segment of Let's MMO. And, I decided that I wouldn't be playing Dragon Nest this time. Instead, I'm going to show you another MMO, again by Nexon, that I thoroughly enjoy. And it's called Dungeon Fighter. Aradsinki in Japan, I believe, and Dungeon End Fighter in Korea. This game is a MMO beat-em-up, and with a lot of RPG elements. It's fun, and if you've ever played Devil May Cry, I frequently compare this game to that, though I may get a lot of hate for that. I believe that this game is reminiscent of Double Dragon combined with Devil May Cry, considering that your style and combos do count, and the moves are Devil May Cry-esque, but the gameplay is just Double Dragon. That works out brilliantly together. And I've been playing this game for a couple years now. By that I mean one. It's just that it feels like a couple years. I think I'm going to be a pansy and go to the towers, which is like a survival mode. Anyone can go here. I'm pretty sure at level 1 you can go here, though it's not recommended because you don't have many moves. And I've always wanted more people to play this game with. This game, I believe, is underappreciated, even though it has 66,000 Facebook likes. There's my main character, Ragon, with, he's a Grandmaster. That's actually a Blade Master Awakened. There's awakening skills and such, but I'm going to be playing as Lindo, who is my Azura. I'm announcing the names simply because if I get spammed with friend requests or anything, I really don't... Oh yeah, new event going on. Hehe. I forgot about that. If I get spammed with friend requests, I probably won't take them because I don't really accept too many friend requests on this game. So, the game is instance-based, and your character can change his looks only by weapon. Armor and stuff don't change your looks. Those are called avatars if you want to change the look of your character, which are bought in the item shop, which are here. And they actually just got new ones. Quite a few new ones. Holy cow. Oh wow. Huh. Skull harness. Well then, moving on. You purchase those with real money, so I spent quite a few dollars on this, so I really can't complain. It's fun. So, without further ado, let's show you why I like the game. It's not just some avatar customization game. I'm an Azura with this character, as I think I said previously, so that means that I don't do much physical damage, but I do magic damage. Now you're thinking a guy with a sword that does physical damage? That makes no sense. It makes plenty of sense. As you can see, I did 9,000. The tower amps up your damage. I do 3,000s and 1,000s in other moves. But the tower ramps up your damage because you're as strong as you should be at maximum level with the weapon you're currently equipped to. And all the enemies are as strong as they should be at maximum level, or 50. Stop throwing rocks at me. This is just the first few floors, and the game is somewhat lagging due to the recording, but I can deal with it. Combos do matter in this game, only in certain spots though. I don't believe they matter in the tower. Though they might matter, I'm not sure. Azura is a complicated class in my opinion, though there's much harder to use. They are extremely powerful, as you just saw. I just took down all of his health bars with one move. The game has multiple different mechanics such as super armor and cancels. First MMO, I believe, to actually interpret cancels and other such things, considering it's one of the very much better action MMOs out there. For any of you who are fans of Vindictus, or possibly just Nexon in general, you've probably played Combat Arms if you're a fan of Nexon. But the game here is far more skill-based than Vindictus, because Vindictus you only have two... Ow! One moment, I hate this girl. Hardly ever get past her without getting heavily damaged. But there we go. The Vindictus only has 2 clicks for attacks, being left and right click. This game uses an entire array of keyboards. As you can see, my hotkeys are set up, and Z is skill button, like for upward slash or triple slash. But all the hotkeys I've set up are for my skills. You can also do a code input, like Hadouken's code will do this move. So it's a fairly awesome game. And it also brings you back to the old fighters and other two-dimensional games that I played as a kid, which is probably why I like this game so much, because it's not afraid in nowadays time where kids only seem to care about graphics. They decided to make a game that would actually be hard and also not very rewarding in the graphics. But personally, I love the graphics. The style is great. The art is great. Oh, Murderous Wave is great. This skill just deals constant damage to anyone near me. I can actually just stand here and win the whole tower. If I dodge, of course, but it doesn't give me many combos, so it's not really too good to use. But this game has unique skills, the classes are unique, the character designs are pretty unique actually, especially the priests. Well, not especially the priests, but I find them interesting. Other people would probably disagree with me. The priest carrying a giant cross, beating people down with it, that's pretty cool. He also can use an axe or a scythe, but I cannot use many classes. Mage is the one class that I will not touch. She is extremely difficult to use. She's the only character recommended for advanced players. She's even said in her description that she starts off weak, but the damage output that she gets well makes her worth it. I have never gotten said damage output, so I've never found her too worth it to play. Though I'm sure there's certain likings to her that other people may find. I don't know. The class that they recently added, though, is the Thief. She is an elf. Classes are gender and species locked. There's no other species apart from elf otherwise, anyway. But they are gender locked, which some people are turned off from the game already from that. I was at first, because I wanted to be a fist fighter. But the fighter is female. But I didn't know that they were going to be releasing a male fighter later in the future. I don't know when America's going to be getting this, but we should, I believe. Apart from the gender-locked classes, if you're interested in the way the game looks, go to dungeonfighter.nexon.net. I'll link it in the description. And you can try the game. I don't know if it's IP blocked for certain areas either, so forgive me if I influence someone who wants to get the game who can't actually play it. I know Vindictus is IP blocking some places, or a place, I'm pretty sure. But that's beside the point. This game is really competitive. The PvP is a blast. It feels like a fighting game is what it's like. It feels like a legitimate, like, purchase a copy fighting game like BlazBlue or something, except with a third dimension. Or Guilty Gear. Personally, I like BlazBlue and Guilty Gear considered by the same person, but Guilty Gear's kind of gone downhill since we purchased that. But that's not what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about is Dungeon Fighter. Dungeon Fighter. It's actually had an anime called Slap Up Party, which has no representation of the actual game's gameplay. But the story, I don't know if the story is the same, because Slap Up Party's story is actually... Ow, hold on. Anastasia's a pain. Don't they ever get her to stop spamming that. She is literally the Hadouken character. The fighter takes a lot of hints from other fighting game characters, which is actually a very good thing. I'm going to stand close to her and hopefully dodge that. She takes only 794 from that move, so I need to actually start hitting her, because Zack, which was that skeleton guy, took a lot more damage from Murderous Wave, which is that aura around me. Ow, I am probably going to lose. Or not. I highly recommend this game to anyone who's an action game fan, honestly. If they want... Ow. If they want a fun game with a challenge, they'll take this, because this game has multiple difficulties, which is different for an MMO. I believe this is the first game to actually make instance bases that were multiple difficulty apart from just epic. This has 4 different difficulties, and a 5th one was recently added that you have to be really high level to access. And those modes consist of normal, experts, Masters, and Kings. Kings being the hardest. Now, this is not an I can't stress this enough. My character is not this strong when I'm running dungeons that are my level. The tower just really makes you overpowered for your level. And I'm taking on level 50s to level 30. This should mean something. They had to make you stronger for this so that you could actually have fun with the tower. It's like a survival mode, how high can you get kind of thing. This is Tower of Illusion, which is the easier tower. There's Tower of the Dead, which is, I believe, 50 floors and much harder. This is only 25 floors. I hate these creatures, these space fish, they will eat those plants and heal, though I could easily just cut the plants because I have a bladed weapon. Blunt weapons can't cut things. I am more inclined to just kill them. Oh yeah, some enemies can't be grabbed. Grabs are moves that give you invincibility during the frames that you're killing them. But as soon as you're done with the grab, you're not really open, more or less. The enemy can time their attack to where you can't dodge it. If you miss the grab, or if you grab something and the enemy is just standing behind you waiting. The tower, I'm not actually fighting other players, though it looks like it. They are NPCs. Ow! Crossmore. They are NPCs that are looking like players. I can't really talk right now, so I'm trying not to die because I want to show you the rest of the tower. And, yes, the sound effects. Let's get to the sound effects now. Visuals, brilliant. Sound effects are brilliant. Graphics, I find brilliant. I am playing it in windowed mode, full screen. There's a full screen window mode, so it has lower resolution. And you can minimize it easier. So, it's got some options with the graphics there. There's a zoom in feature that whenever you do something amazing, or what the game considers amazing, it will zoom in on your character, and the more amazing it is, the farther in it'll zoom. I turn that feature off, so does most people, if they want a PvP at all, because it's really annoying in some cases. Toy soldiers. Trust me, they're not to be trifled with. They can launch you like a few miles in the air and give you a punch to the soul that'll send you rocketing across the stage. Like that, but that was a very good launch. They recently revamped a lot of the skills too, so for people who have already played Dungeon Fighter before Act 10 or 11, I believe, should retry the game if they haven't played it since then. It's gotten better, in my opinion. They've rebalanced everything and they added a new class being Thief. And Thief is fun. I have a 45 Necromancer. They can become Necromancer or Rogue. Rogue is your classic Thief style of being fast. Necromancer's, well, Necromancer, but with its own twist. Come here. Not getting away from this time. I hate you. Ow. There, she's dead, so now all that's left are the spiders, which annoy the crap out of me. They're just spitting spider webs all the time. And they're poisonous, but that's not the big deal. The big deal is the floor after this. This is the floor just before the final one. And the final floor contains several little Ifrits, which are dragons, and their leader, which is this guy up here. And I can almost never kill him. The 10 dragons. If you kill him, then the dragons die, which I just did. Wow, okay. So I didn't actually get to show how hard he was, but he has no cooldown, whereas you do have a cooldown.